guys, welcome back to the channel. It's October, so that can only mean one thing, can't it?
Absolutely, it's time for Birmingham.
Off to the NEC, see the Caravan and Motorhome show.
Yeah, we've got a number of films lined up, or hopefully lined up for you. So stay tuned, keep an eye on the channel, and enjoy this year's 2025 Caravan and Motorhome show.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
See you on the road. So the fabulous Bursners. I heard a rumour yesterday that Bursner were going to stop making A-class vans, which of course would be quite a surprise. Perhaps an indication there of where they feel the market might be going. But still beautiful vehicles, the Bursners. Very nicely finished always, aren't they? And gas cut-offs there. Very soft close. A B66, that one, 3.5 tonne. B66 as well, but this is the contrast in that it's the 4.4 tonne variant on a Fiat chassis. Lighter finish in here, isn't it? It's quite a nice nice contrast, that. Lounge at the back. Two-way door there. Opposite your shower. Quite a large lounge space, this. Probably because you've not got the sort of full U-shaped seating to the right there, but very comfy seats. Very nicely done in this sort of leatherette, faux leather type finish, or may even be leather, being a Bursner. See your controls there for the bed that is perched up high there. Yeah, nice layout that, isn't it? I like all the black tap finishes and very nice too. 85 as I say, this one. Let's have a little bit look at the data on there. Yeah, 4.4. Yeah, very nice too, isn't it? about 61.6. You've got their camper, pop top camper. 5.99 metres. Really nice for a sub 6 metre van, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Combined shower and wash area. Transverse sleeping.
Weißt du dein Account-Nummer?
Very nice too, that one. This one a tiny bit longer at 6.3. So many variations, isn't there, of layout, design and weight, and absolutely stacks of choice. That's obviously a 3.5 ton van, that one. This one, 7.5 metres, 3.5 tonnes, based on a Fiat chassis there. I think the colour schemes are done nicely in the Bursoners, aren't they? That's quite a nice touch as well, with a sort of wooden panelling there. Creams and beiges. Induction cooking there. Really big spacious drawers. Huge, that one. With all those storage bins built in. That's nicely done, isn't it? And again, really big, right the way out that drawer. Cutlery and a few other bits and bobs, and your gas taps there. And your shower, extending shower piece just at the back there. Very nice, comfy seats. Oh yes, very comfy. Yeah, always some very nice vehicles, aren't they? Bursoners, very nice indeed. So down onto the canal stand. These are lovely vehicles. Part of a fantastic display here of all various vehicles of different sizes and shapes. The brand, of course, linked with Weinsberg, which are next door. But the interiors of the canals are always really nicely done. Look at that entry there with that glass panelled, glass fronted cabinet there. And that look, don't those seats look plush with their leather finish on them? Absolutely lovely. Based on the Fiat chassis there. Huge space up front of the driving space, but let's have a sit down in these. Wow, that's really comfortable. Looks lovely, doesn't it, as well, looking back down the vehicle. Very nice finish indeed. Big fridge freezer, oven, high level oven up there. Two-way door through to the bathroom. Good sized shower cubicle. Fantastic.
Is it?
Excuse the flickering of the camera there.
Yeah.
Very nice too. Yeah, really nice those, aren't they? Canals. And then the garage space. To say that one was at 150k. Garage space, of course. Absolutely huge. Look at all that extra storage on the back wall there. And even rails at the side there for anchor points. Yeah, very nicely done. Solid finish, solid doors, solid everything on that canal. Very nice. Let's just have a look at its sister brand as well, the Weinsberg, which is just opposite here. Buy me today. There you go. There's an offer. So this is a lot different price point. This is 90,000 price point. I guess they've sort of positioned the brands of Weinsberg, Knaus and Carthago to sort of fit most budgets. But 90,000 for a vehicle of this size is a pretty competitive price entry point. You can see the level of finish is slightly different, hence it's commanding that lower price point. But I guess, as is always the case, the timber and fixtures and fittings that make up a lot of the interiors of the vans isn't that different really. It might be a different colour and it might be upholstered slightly differently, but you know, the actual timber and the wood and the catches and the door frames and door catches are all very much of a muchness, as you probably know if you've been around a vehicle or two at a show like this. Which means a lot of it is down to the way that the brand is marketed and sold, displayed, you name it. but for a vehicle of a similar size to be sort of £60,000 cheaper, then you know it gives you plenty of options if you wanted, and we're considering the A-class setup, then it does give you some great options in terms of price entry point when you've got variation like that across all the brands. And gives you a pretty realistic ability to be able to, you know, find an entry-level vehicle that suits your budget. Be it the 90,000 we're looking at here, or be it the 150 over there, or the 250 if you're down perhaps on the higher stand. So, same length vehicle, very different price points. So down to the Heimer stand. This is the 7.2 metre version, 4.5 tonne, 156k this one, A class. You can see all the floor storage, absolutely fantastic. One thing that Heimer do so well is all the storage and compartments, nooks and crannies, use of space. Look at that amazing panoramic screen view that you've got at the front there. TV there. Need a cover on that, I suspect. Bathroom space, nice. All the dark coloured taps and finish. And then the convert into a double or run it as two singles. Add the centrepiece there to convert it into the double, and then of course storage everywhere. Underneath a step that pulls out there. Wardrobing space here. That's a big old fridge freezer, very big. 3-burner hob, full-size oven there. Come out a very long way, those. Got loads of storage space, loads of storage options in there. Drop down bed at the front. The catching systems on these are always so solid. And really, the doors are really quite heavy as well. Lashing points all the way through. Checker plate on the base of the garage. Again, huge storage. Definitely bikes, moped, you name it, you can fit that in that. 350 kilo load rating as well. So our Peggy the Scoot, our little 300cc, is only 170 kilos, so very easily take that sort of weight in the back. External shower there, very nice too. Such a solid finish that. And then just over from the white one there is another A-Class. The MC680, 4.5 tonne again, a bit bigger, 7.4 metres at 166k. Different coloured interior, same Mercedes chassis. Again, really nicely put together, aren't they? Beautifully finished. That TV spot again there. I'd be a bit nervous about my TV screen facing out towards the door there. Assuming there might be some sort of cover or something you could put over it. Again, similar bed setup, isn't it? But because of the slightly longer vehicle, I think you've got a little bit more room in your bathroom space and separate shower space. Shower space over this side. But similar finish on the kitchen area with that treble burner and these great big long drawers. Yep, and the same cabinetry overhead and the same drop down bed there. Again, absolutely rock solid, these doors and catches, and a very similar finish in the garage as well. Lovely. So white or that lovely metallic silver that they do. And from one lovely brand across the way to the Death Lefts. Look at this one, beaut. Death Lefts Globetrotter. 5-tonne vehicle. Similarly cavernous garage to the Heiners we were just looking at there. Tag axle this one. 185. Okay. Wow, it's not nice. It's a very different, isn't it? A bit like the ones we were in earlier where some of the lighting wasn't on yet. And yet once you get into one where it's all lit up so well, so good the way they use LED lighting and recessed lighting these days, isn't it? Get some lovely lovely effects once all that interior lighting is on. So the Death Left based on a Fiat chassis. Very comfy seats. That same method that the Heimer were using to stow the TV. I suppose you just have to be careful if it's going to be there. Nice control panel. Very well integrated into that black panel there. Fridge and separate freezer. High level oven above. Probably the only thing I wouldn't be so keen on would be an oven right up at that height. That is really high up. I mean, I'm 5'11" and that's right up, almost as tall as I am, so getting something hot out the oven at that sort of height would be not my favourite thing. Lovely finish on the galley, isn't it? That's where all that extra space goes, because the lounge and the cab area and the rear sleeping quarters. They're similar size, so you get all that extra space in the galley and the bathroom area with the longer vehicle with the tag axle. Yeah, very nice. Very nice cabinetry, isn't it? Stacks of storage in such a big vehicle. Dividing doors between all the compartments and the bathroom. Two-way door there. Gives you a really nice open sort of ensuite bathroom area for the accommodation at the rear here. Really nice finish with the carpets as well. Definitely personally prefer that. Carpeted, although I guess if you've got dogs and the like, then it might not be the most practical option. Nice as well with all the integrated lighting that comes on as soon as you open the cupboard doors. All those little touches. And because obviously the rear floor here is lifted quite high, you're pretty close, pretty easy to get to your roof openings and that to open them. Probably still about 6'2", 3" before you've got to duck slightly to get into here. But a slightly lower roof than some when you're walking through the middle here. That's very nice there. There, these sliding door there that just comes across, and then second one over the other side. Yet more storage this side. Wow, look at that. Fantastic.
Motorhome and Caravan Show is now open. We wish you a very enjoyable and successful day.
Beautiful. What a lovely vehicle. Big double that drops down at the front. And then in the cupboard, a few more of the controls for the vehicle. Aerial boosters, heating, Aldi wet heating system, your controls for your front electric bed as well. Brilliant. Certainly you'll be travelling in luxury with that, wouldn't you? 185,560, and then I bet you've got, yeah, got a fair few options there. Can certainly upgrade your power there. Lovely, deathless, very nice A-class vehicles. And just up from the Globetrotter, we've got a 3.5 ton version at 7.4 metres. It's the Trend. Similar to our Mobile Vetta, good size and plenty of space there for your travels. Two-ring gas burner there. This grey finish as well. Of course, it would be interested to know what your payload is. In fact, there you go. So you get lots of, you get a lot of information there. That is probably the most key part of all of it. But you would have to say, looking at that it makes most people fog over. But all the different ways they work it out. I saw yesterday on one further down the hall that there was yet another variation of the way they're displaying payload. They said, oh, this is showing a 600 kilo payload, and then there was an asterisk next to it, and you follow the asterisk down, and it says, well, the 600 kilo payload is when it's static. So if it's now mobile, and then it gave another set of payloads, which meant that what was showing full water, as soon as you put the key in the ignition, then you had to drop right down to 20 litres of fresh water only, no grey, no nothing. You had to get rid of one of the gas bottles down to 20 kilos, which is the equivalent of a 6 kilo Calagas bottle, so that when it was static it had one set of payload, and when it was driving it had another set. I mean, it's just, instead of getting, you know, more straightforward and more simple, it's actually, they're making it more and more complicated to work out whether the vehicle you're about to get into is legal or not, or can be legally driven. So yeah, a permanent bugbear of mine, but I couldn't believe those those two different payload, or three different payload versions. Because it had obviously options of passengers as well, but if you were going to put the key in the ignition, it didn't have the option of passengers. So it's just an absolute maze, and just when you think they've confusing enough by that page we just looked at there, they made it even more confusing by advertising a payload, and that wasn't Deathless, by the way, but by advertising a payload for when you're on the move and a payload for when you're static. Crazy. Payload. And just next door to the Deathless stand, we've got the Laker stand. This is 130k at 4.4 tonnes. Again, some lovely finishes in these Laker A-Class. It's Fiat dash. Oh yeah, definitely passed the seat comfort test well. Lovely look down the van there to the island bed at the back. Truma control system there for the heating, just like ours. Some nice advanced panelling now, that control systems that run the vans now for 2026. Size fridge freezer again, high level microwave, but that obviously adds to the oven that you've already got, so it's quite nice that you get both options. Then the shower area and toilet, obviously separated by your double door, pretty standard feature, aren't they? lovely island bed. Sliding doors again at the back here for the for a bit of extra privacy in the bed area at the back. TV mounting point. Wardrobes to the left and right. Oh yeah, go back a fair old way. Very nice too. Very nice too, eh? Rear of the bed lifts as well. Bit of TV comfort, eh? Of an evening. And then of course your second double dropping down at the front there. Plenty of floor storage as well. Let's just have a quick look in the garage as well. Yeah, wow. Plenty of space in there. Lashing rails each side, drawer storage, some cubby holes. Very nice, and the guides for the electronic bed at the on the inside there to give you even more room in the garage. Plenty of space for any electric bikes or scooter or similar. Plenty of space. So 130k, lovely, and very similar, isn't it, to a number of the others we've looked at. Similar price entry point as well. I think the Weinsberg was the lowest price entry point that we saw, isn't it? Down at 90 odd thousand for an A class. So an absolute full range of prices on offer. And then another Leica A class, which is 3650 plated weight. Base price of the vehicle is just under 90,000. This particular one we're about to go into is being spec'd up to 101, but a base price starting at around about that 90k point. Again, makes an A class vehicle a good competitive price start point. TV space again there for that vertical pull out and twist TV setup. Control panel in there. Solid bits and pieces, aren't they? Very big fridge freezer compartment. More storage under there. Floor storage. Fill-in part for the bed to make it into a big double. Two-way door for that bathroom shower area. Oh, this is down onto the Rapido stand for their A-Class. One or two A-Class displayed here. You definitely get a lot of garage for your money in these A-Classes, don't you? Hot and cold water shower. It's a good place to stow the jack as well. Slightly better than hidden away under the front passenger seat that we have on our Fiat. Audi wet heating system in there. This is the i66, so it's 140, the one that we're looking at here, 7.5 metres. Four and a half tonne total. Nice interior in this. That's got to be one of the biggest draw profiles I think I've seen at the show this year, with the curve and then the straightening bit. That's certainly a full width draw. Fantastic for storage, obviously, and access. Additional storage there, very nicely done. Fridge, separate freezer. Again, that high level oven, which aren't the absolute best, not one of my favourites. It's like some coloured LED choices in your shower area. Then again, the option of two beds as singles or with the infill pieces into a double. Coloured lighting options again in there by the looks of it. Let's get some light in there. Yeah, a huge amount of storage in there, isn't there? Yeah, definitely passed the squidgy test. Very nice indeed. Slightly higher price entry point, isn't it, than one of those, some of those Lakers and other ones that we've been just looking at. Certainly used all the available storage space there, haven't they? Start price of just under 130 there. That one we've just looked at there is 139. Just some information there about their Audi heating system. Arctic Comfort Plus. Well, hopefully. Unless it's for you, you won't be going too much cold weather. It certainly won't be like that down on the Med or in Spain or in Italy, will it? But one of my yet-to-do trips is up that Scandinavian loop. So of course, a vehicle like that would be perfect for a colder climes. We should do a Guess the Van competition. Yeah, I'm down on the Adria stand. This is the Adria Supersonic, 7.8 metres. Not quite the full 9-metre version that they do, but still a fabulous motorhome. Twin beds at the back there, which can obviously take the infill piece there. And they're just that very small sort of grill oven there. No actual full-size oven in the Supersonic here. Which I think if I was paying 170 grand, I'd want. Triple gas burner. Space for your coffee machine there. Lovely Mercedes dash in it. And that was the Supersonic 7.8, as I say, huge weights there, 4.5 ton vehicle. But and let's have a quick look at the we'll have a quick look at the garage as well. Their massive 9-metre one, as I say, isn't here this year, but which is the 890 LC that we that's on the channel from last year. But still, a stack of space in this one as well. Always really good for their garage space are the Adria Supersonics. Fantastic garage spaces. If you're interested in the 890 at all, then check out the channel. That's got a couple of films on there of the 890 LC. But just have a sort of small grill. I wouldn't even call it an oven in this. For this Supersonic, then it's probably could do with 1 or 2 extra cooking options, I think. Although I guess if you were down on the Med with the barbecue plugged into the side of the van, then you wouldn't need an oven. But yes, perhaps lacking 1 or 2 bits in there. And of course, again, no show would be complete, would it, without a trip into the Carthago stand and their fabulous set of A-classes that they do. There are some absolutely cavernous storage options in these, and not least to get a glimpse of there, which is the underfloor storage, and this huge void underneath, going right through to the back there, where you can put your worldly possessions, and there's certainly room for your worldly possessions because they are huge. It's another example. And these are pull-out trays, lifting the little spring there allows these to slide right out. You can see they're all kitted out, sliding both ways, which is a really nice touch. Twin gas bottles, and then the garage on these with a 450 kilo load space. You could get something pretty hefty in that. Well, you could certainly get about 2.5 Peggy scooters that we carry or that we tow on the back of ours. And similarly in this side, look at that for a clever design with the bike racks built in there. That's really cleverly done. Certainly wouldn't be a problem fitting 2 e-bikes in there, would there? Look at this as well. Again, this is very, lovely Carthago touches. Thought about every aspect of not just the motorhome inside, but then, luggage and luggage carrying capability. I do like the way these are put together. See if we can get a look inside one or two of them as well. There we go, look at that, pull out trays. Very nice too. Look how much space in this one as well. Huge amount of space. Beautifully lit, beautifully finished. Again, look at that touch, love that. As you open the door, the shelf, the hanging rail comes towards you. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that shower head as well as your handheld one there. Rain shower fit in there, fantastic. All the lights, internal lighting in all the cupboards as you open them. Love the finish of some of these Cartagos. I'd definitely put carpet down if I had a van like this, that's for sure. Every nook and cranny, it's a bit of light in there. Every nook and cranny, a nice finish on them. You could definitely bring both kitchen sinks and still have room to play with. Queen size bed, looks like it's got a lifting portion to it as well. Lovely and super squishy mattress. Nice. That is a very, very, very squishy mattress. Room divider, TV points. And this lovely galley area. So your gas valves hiding away under there. And then looks like just gas burners, I think. Yep, triple gas burners. Looks like perhaps room for a coffee maker in there. Lovely glass cabinet. And very plush seating, isn't it? Lovely plush seating. Iveco chassis on this one. Looking very sleek though at the front there, isn't it? Those chassis wise. There's the Cartago clocks. That's a popular feature of theirs. Just really nicely put together. Look at that lovely TV there as well. Big TV that comes up from behind the seats. And then where all the magic happens in there. Lovely indeed. And that fabulous vehicle is the Chic S Plus version on the Iveco chassis. 6.7 tonne is its maximum permissible load, and a fairly hefty old price tag there of the one that we've just been in there at 276k. But what a motorhome. Absolutely stunning vehicle. Beautiful. Front end as well, the design of the front and the shape and the way they've designed it looks really lovely. Really nice presence on the road, those vehicles. And then they're sort of going gradually down in size as we work our way down the line. But still, you know, even when you're stepping down the line, still got some amazing features on. This, of course, is another one of the flagship ones on the end here. This is the tag axle, so again similar huge sizes to the one that the Chic S line that we've just been in. This is a 5.5 tonne version, slightly cheaper by about 40k cheaper, albeit it's got its tag axle as opposed to the single axle rear at the one that we just were in. Again, a 450 kilo loadable garage, which is just phenomenal, isn't it? And more of that absolutely cavernous storage right through to the back of the vehicle there and right underneath out the other side. It was the S line we were in first, and this is the Chic E line with the tag axle version. This one, the E line's based on the Mercedes chassis. Again, fabulous driving area. There's our Cartago clocks. Lovely.
12 o'clock, Susan Howland will be on the Inspiration Theatre in Hall 9.
Lovely setup with some of the kitchen storage. Very similar to the S line, wasn't it? With the triple gas burner. Of course, space for your coffee machine that actually pulls down from there and sits there, which is a really nice feature. That stows out the way in the cupboard there when it's not in use. Same glass cabinet as well as the S line that we looked at. And again, just these lovely bathrooms that they do with the rain shower up there and the absolutely lovely. Beautiful.
Yeah, you know, nobody's kidding you. We're not kidding each other here, to be honest. We're just here for the look.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, drops away. Is that behind the window?
Some great functionality as well on the display there. Battery information, brightness, and settings. Yeah, tank refills, obviously electric pump out. Blackwater. Wow. That's very nice. TV stowed away there behind the seat again. Yeah, stunning vehicles. And yet another beautiful one in the Carthago lineup. So some absolutely stunning A-class vehicles right across the range, from one starting from just under 90k right through to these absolutely stunning Carthagos, which are probably the most expensive we've looked at in the film today. And a real cross section here at the show on day 3. Keep an eye on the channel, got some films on campervans, on the mid-size crossovers, on the Mobile Vetta Marquis stand, all coming very soon on the channel if you haven't found them already. And our huge thanks for, as always, for watching the channel and for supporting the work that we do. It's great to have you along. Do consider subscribing as well, of course, if you can. Completely free of charge. And we'll see you again very soon on the next film from here at the NEC, October 2025.